Hi everyone, I wanted to answer this week's discussion post for Module 4. The question is, how do you see gender roles and socialization occurring in our society? I definitely think that there is strong socialization in our society, and I don't think you have to look any further than the media to see it. It plays out in movies, television shows, social media, television commercials. It's pretty much everywhere, even in video games. So the problem with this, of course, is that this shows kids that there are traditional things that certain boys should be doing and playing with and acting, and there are certain ways that girls should be acting and toys they should be playing with and things that they should be doing. Um, this is obviously not true for all girls and boys. They like a variety of toys. They like to dress a variety of ways, and they like to do a variety of things that aren't necessarily directed to what would be associated to their gender in traditional society. So there was a really interesting study that was done, and this is outlined in our text in chapter 12, page 307, where there was a study done on 6 kids, and basically they showed the kids uh, boys playing with a toy and then girls playing with that same toy to a different set of kids. And then there was another control group that was watching some other thing. It didn't involve toys. But when they asked the kids then to associate those toys with the right gender, the boys that watched the commercial where it showed the boys playing with toys immediately associated those toys with boys, but then the boys that watched the girls playing with that same toy, they said that it was essentially a gender neutral toy, that boys and girls could play with it and it wasn't directed specifically to any gender in particular. So this shows that the media sways the views of kids in the way of socialization, and it really determines and kind of brainwashes them into what their opinions are with um, how certain things are associated to certain roles and genders. Um, there was also, I found that Ellen video to be very funny as far as pens that were marketed specifically to women, which sounds fake, but I actually looked it up and it is in fact real. I don't think it's a huge hit for the company, obviously, because it's a ridiculous concept. But I think it's hilarious that there was actually a marketing team that thought that that would be a great strategy to market a specific pen to women. I mean, it's insane, but again, that's corporations trying to assign certain products to certain genders, like pink pens to women. Like that would be more appealing than a blue pen or just a black pen. So it's insane. I also found another product on money.com which I thought was pretty funny. It was a pink energy drink called Go Girl. And this is marketed specifically to women. And it's like the Red Bull for females. And again, I don't think it's a huge seller, but it's funny that, again, someone had to come out with an energy drink that they think would be specifically targeted to women and it would be fulfilling a need that women need to have their own energy drink. So I thought that was pretty funny as well. So yeah, I think this is prevalent throughout society, and I think it is strongly um, enforced in the media, and I think that's a large part to why you're seeing so much of this among society. So I think if the media can start to change, and I think they slowly are with certain television shows. You're starting to see more commercials with gender neutral um, products and with roles switching with men and women. So I think it's starting to get better, but I think a lot of change needs to happen to video games as well. And then, of course, more with social media and some more with advertising and movies. And I think as long as that continues to happen, I think we're going to start seeing that less and less. But it certainly is still prevalent in society. So it's an issue that's obviously still around and one that we're still going to have to deal with until that gets corrected. So, yeah, thanks for listening and let me know what you think. Thanks.